I'm still here.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here.
Wait. Is the audio good? Is the audio good?
And we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway.
It's a privilege to see the defensive great that is Franco Baresi.
Absolutely.
A marvellous tactical brain married to good pace and a technical ease.
Batistuta does really well to win the ball there. He's one-on-one and a chance! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So, a breakthrough already. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Threads one in. Yamal showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Batistuta. It's a promising position. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Now that is commitment to the cause. Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Climbs up big! And now they can spring out of defence. Shot, big chance! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Neymar going face to face with his great rival. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a nicely shaped ball. They're urging him to shoot.
Oh my God!
And the referee has given a penalty. Argentina really could have done without this. So this to extend their lead. Like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And no, he's seen through all of that. Rodri. Baresi. Oh, terrible mistake. There's the shot! He scored! An act of charity gratefully received.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Beckham. And it's Neymar. No, he just refused to budge, and he's got his way. That's a good ball out wide.
That's going in strongly.
Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Rodri. He's gone for goal!
There will be 3 minutes.
A corner it is then. And this could be the final action of the first half. Batistuta! He's missed, but not by that far.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Robertson. It's a pretty loose pass. And he cuts out the supply. And the half-time whistle goes. There's the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go...
Hey, brother,
They
brother!
also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now there's a fine ball, showing good feet. And
Ah!
Messi! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump. Oh, easy pickings there. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Look at the space here. He's having a go. Hazard, the man to
I'm gonna come back. Look. Look.
about as
Just
smooth
look.
as it gets. And the lead is extended still further. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Paris Saint-Germain. He's got
Yo!
from Hazard. A finish right from the top draw.
What is going on?
Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
It's become a case of men against boys.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
They want to be quick to recover this.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Yamal. Yamal has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. And that has been clubbed away. Beckham. And the shot! Goal! Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were. They're still trying to make a game of this. And it's Azar. Rodri. And here's Batistuta. And that's gone loose. That has ended up in no man's land. Here's Rodri. Michael conjures time and space where few can. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's made its way to him. Oh, the ball's gone astray.
Banger!
He's going for goal!
4 added minutes has been indicated.
He's kept it out just.
Ila. Bro, sound Ila. Huh?
Mighty effort! They've scored! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch. He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one. Argentina give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Well timed, excellent interception. And the referee brings it to a close. Argentina perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
This is a lost
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank you.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. Well, Jim, Tony Adams, of course, is the absolute colossus in defence, isn't he?
Absolutely, and we all know about his defensive prowess and his leadership, but I think a lot of people overlook his versatility and his adaptability.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's the way he's developed a more expansive front-footed game over the years. That's highly impressive.
Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, can he get onto this? Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's been played through. And the shot!
No! Script! This game is scripted, bro.
Delivered all right! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So, a breakthrough already. Searching pass is played there. That's a nicely shaped ball. Big chance! Oh, it rattles the bar!
Argentina are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And this is Messi.
Oh my god, this guy is too good.
And it's in! Again, in
But
a
guess what? I'm
trice.
better.
They are soaring! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Things starting to look very comfortable. He's having a go! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Robertson, now he's off and running.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Rivaldo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Inzaghi. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Adams, defending his
baby.
corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Yamal. Tries to play it through, and he's managed to get free. That'll be a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. Messi goes short, and it's Zanetti. And the whistle goes for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
Join me in wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday. Substitutions taking place.
And the action is back underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Bruno!
Engages and forces him off the ball. Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Neymar. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And this is Neymar. And he's had a hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Looking to play him in. And now a sudden chance to counter. Adams. Zanetti, the man that is tenacity personified. Messi. Threads one in. Beckham. Beckham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Brilliantly cut out. Gets a good foot in there. Could be danger here. It's Inzaghi! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution.
Bro, I have D&D mode on. Why the frick am I getting calls?
Madrid making another change here. Mbappe coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself. Well, they can at least make a fight of it, even if it's just a goal. The lift it would give would be huge, no matter what the end result is.
He's picked his way through. Yamal tries making a foray down the right. He's found a way through. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
Oh, your game, your game. Playing against me, man.
Yamal!
Funny. Your game is funny.
Madrid
You are
clearly
funny.
now in lead preservation mode. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Ha,
And he's let
bro.
fly. A collective sigh of
This is
relief
stress,
from the
yeah. What the hell
defence.
is going on? No!
And there goes the final whistle. Well, that's a tough
I'm
one.
ass!
Losing is never good, but this one feels
12
especially
in
hard
a
to
row.
take. noises just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. So Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring...
Decent chance! Oh, what a goal! What a goal!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Argentina finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Nicely shaped ball. De Bruyne gets into a good position. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Well-timed, excellent interception. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Argentina really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Not the most accurate pass. Beckenbauer distributed tidily. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Taken back almost at once. De Bruyne tries to play it. He's had a shot! It's in he goes again. Sticks it away. Again in a trice, and they are soaring. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command...
Olise! It's hit the crossbar. Yamal. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Albert Ferrer. And it's Messi. And here's Olise. Olise going face-to-face with his great rival. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Olise. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's had it taken off him. Messi. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
While sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Knocks it into space. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Costa Curta.
You funny, Costa Curta.
Maldini.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Beckham. Neymar. Robertson. Great vision. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's half-time here. Reflections on the first half?
Argentina certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Will the father of a boy in a yellow t-shirt kindly
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the
Dirty guy,
scoreline.
you dirty
The
game,
one
huh?
thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal.
I'm gonna
But
show
they
you
can't
that you're
afford
a
to
dirty
get
guy.
too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, smashing header! And yes, it's there! And the second half is off to a flyer. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Argentina get themselves back into contention.
The
My
manager
bad.
must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And it's Messi. Now it's Yamal. Now that's well seen too. Costa Curta.
Argentina are still behind, but they've increased their level of interest here.
Over to the left. And he's managed to get free. Nice control. Hit into the... Up he goes! Crossbar comes to the rescue. They've scored! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
De Bruyne is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Cosa?
And he's had a hit.
Yo!
Outstanding!
Yes!
This is a gem! An
He's finally here!
gem! One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Look at the space. And De Bruyne! And that is expertly dealt with. Out to the left it goes. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Borussia Dortmund appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack.
Messi! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Borussia Dortmund clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
This is BS!